Because this 28 type of this matter, rupa, are called ahituka because they are not associated with roots. See? No lobha, dosa, moha, no alobha, adosa, amoha. Right? They are not associated with roots. That's why we call ahituka. Especially when we study about, Buddhism, Buddhist scripture, you see that ahituka, right? We already start. This means rupa, right? Rootless. And sa-bajjaya. Sa-bajjaya, right? Sa-bajjaya is mean cause. Because they are related to causes. Related causes are called sa-bajjaya. The causes, 4 causes, remember that, right? What's 4 causes? Karma, action, right? Citta, mind. Udu, or temperature, right? And ahara, nutriment. Because this our body, this our rupa, our matter are related to the causes. That's why we call sa-bajjaya. Sa-bajjaya. And sa-sawa. Sa-sawa. Sa-sawa is with defilement, with mental defilement. Because they serve as object for defilement. Asva here is mean lobha, attachment, ditthi, wrong view, moha, ignorance. Asva, right? Asva here is mean lobha, attachment, ditthi, wrong view, moha, ignorance. This our rupa, our matter, is that serve as the object of this defilement. And then we attach to this rupa, very pretty, very beautiful, something like that, right? Attached to lobha. Because this rupa, you can call ditthi, right? Wrong view. Or moha. This is called as the object of defilement. This with defilement, sasava. We can call it sasava too. So this is another term, right? Another term of rupa. And sankhata. Sankhata is mean conditions, right? Conditions. This because they are conditioned by the 4 causes. Why is rupa? Right? Our bodies arise and exist because of what? Because 4 causes, right? 4 causes. Karma, you see, different face, different form, different color. Why? Because of what? Because of our karma, previous karma, right? Previous life. So some may be pretty, some may be ugly, something like that. It's different. This our rupa. Why different? Because of their condition. Maybe karma, action, good action. Some have 2 legs, some have 4 legs. Because of what? This rupa, different shape, different form, because of karma, right? Karma. And what is the second condition? Citta, mind, right? Mind, your body. When you're happy, you smile. It's this one person, right? When you get angry, your smiling face change to another, right? Just this citta, because your citta, this condition of your rupa also. And what? Third one, temperature, udu, right? Temperature. Depend on when you're born in Asian country, you are Oriental. You look like you cannot, the different with just the Europeans, American, right? German, something like that. It's different. This depends on what? Depends on the udu, the food you eat. Depends on the weather. Yeah, depends on the weather, right? It's the If you born in Africa, you know that, right? Depend on just continent, right? Depend on region, country, or it's the place you born. It's cold country, very hot country, something like that. So your rupa would be different. See that, right? Very different. This our rupa is the cause of arupa, is temperature too. And the last one, ahara, food, nutriment. Mostly Europeans, Americans, very strong, right? How about Oriental? This depend on food, yeah. Or depend on food. So our body is different. It is because of the condition by the four causes, we call condition. This sankata, right? Sankata. And lokiya, five. Lokiya, mundane. It's because they are connected the world of five aggregates of attachment. Lokiya, we already studied about Lokiya as mundane and supramundane, right? This rupa, it consists into mundane. The world of five aggregates of attachment. And the sixth, kama vajara. Kama vajara, pertaining to the kama sphere. Right? This comes within the range of sensual object. Right? The object of sensual desire, sensual craving. This kama vajara. So the chapter 3, we study about the object of, you have kama vajara object, right? Mahagata object, Lokuttara object. This kama vajara object is the rupa, it consists into kama vajara object. Right? That's why we call kama vajara. The object of sensual desire. And number 7, anaramana. Anaramana, objectless. Aramana is mean object. Anaramana is mean no object, right? Cannot take object. Objectless. Objectless means do not perceive objects. This rupa, this matter cannot perceive, cannot know, right? Cannot perceive objects. So objectless. Anaramana. For 8, number 8 is the abahataba, not to be eradicated. You see? Not to be eradicated. Even you gain the 4th stage of enlightenment, become arahantship, you cannot eradicate this matter, this rupa, this time, this present life, right? Not like this passion, defilement, right? When you reach the first stage enlightenment, become strength enterer, you will eradicate wrong view, doubt. We reach the 3rd stage of enlightenment, you will eradicate the dosa, aversion. When you reach the 4th stage enlightenment, you eradicate all the mental defilement, but you cannot eradicate this rupa, this matter. It just remain the same. That's why we call abahataba, not to be eradicated.
So it deteriorates on its own time, but not with mind. That was saying. So even if your consciousness stops, matter just keeps going, right?
No, it's not like that. It's mean even you get enlightenment, become arahantship, you cannot eradicate.
Even though you can eradicate all your defilements.
Yeah.
Maybe stop your chitta.
Yeah.
But that's still going.
No, not mean like that. You can eradicate your mental defilement, but you cannot eradicate the body, this matter. This man here. Rupa is not to be eradicated by any mind. For example, who become arahant, they eradicate all mental defilement. No kilesa, no mental defilement, right? But their bodies remain the same. they still have suffer about their physical suffering too. It's mean like that, Abhataba. And all these 28 type of this material property, so we will classify as two group. As two group, right? Two group. The two group is the 5 kind of sensitive material qualities. Here we call personal or internal. Internal. In Pali they call Achatika. You heard about that, right? Achatika, Veda, right? Personal. The rest are external. So, what is the 5 kind of sensitivity? You know that, right? 5. These 5 kind of sensitive material qualities are called personal or internal. Why they call internal? It's very beneficial for the living being. Right? Very essential for living being. It's called personal internal. Without this sensitive material property, our bodies will look like inanimate logs. Right? Because we have this 5 kind of sensitivity, which different with the inanimate logs. This the remaining, how many one? 23. 23 is the rest are external. External means it's not important so much about the living being. It's not beneficial, essential so much. These are 5 kind of sensitive material qualities that serve as door to the mind. When the mind arises, strikes the door, to arise, strikes the eye consciousness, ear consciousness, tongue consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness. So they serve as door to the mind. This way, my classification is 2 groups, right? Internal and external. And another one is that the sensitive and the heart. How many one here? 5 sensitivity, 5 heart, 1, 6, right? This 6 kind of comprising the sensitive and the heart are material quality with basis. We call basis. In Pali they call what? Basis, base rupa, right? Basis. The rest are without basis, we are non-base. You see here, 5 sensitivity and heart. We already studied chapter 3, right? 6 bases, right? 6 bases here. They serve as seat of consciousness.
Is the heart base kind of like mind base, only it's physical location?
Yes. No. This the eye base is for this, like the set of consciousness, eye consciousness. Ear base for this set of ear consciousness, something like that, right? This the heart base is the set of we have monodhatu, monovina right? Mind element, mind consciousness element.
So the heart is...
Yeah, it's based on this, this 5 base and arise. So they call this 6 type of material properties we call bases, right? The rest are non-base rupa, without basis. And sensitivity and the 2 medias, the intimation, right? How many one? 5 and 2, 7, right? The 7 kind of comprising the sensitive and 2 medias of communication are materials qualities with door. We call dwara. Maybe you heard about it. Dwara, right? Dwara is door. Dwara, rupa, door. They serve as door to the moral, immoral action of mind or mental factors. did speech. Right? So the rest are without doors or non-door. So another one, the sensitivity is 5, and sex state is 2, vitality is 1, altogether 8, right? This 8 kind of comprising the sensitive organ, sex stage and vitalities are material properties, controlling faculties, indriya, right? In Pali they call indriya, controlling faculty. So 8 are control faculty, the remaining 20 are called, without controlling faculty. It's no power, no authority. So this one also you should understand what is the control, what is control. Right, the sensitivity, eye sensitivity, physical eyes, what is control. And the nutriment, right? Vitality, yeah. And altogether 10. This the eye sensitivity, it controls the remaining 9. The control the remaining 9 rupa. 9 rupa. And the same way, or this our ear sensitivity also, it controls the 9 rupa too. Right? This 4 great essential, color, odor, taste, right? It's nutriment, vitality, and so on. For the sex stage, what is control? The state of sex is control masculinity and femininity. Right? And the vitalities controls all the rupas. Control all rupas. That's why this 8 kind of this material property are called controlling faculties, or indriya rupa. And go to another one, the sensitive, 5 sensitivity, and the 5 sense object. How many one? For 5 sensitivity, 5, right? For the sense object, how many rupa we have? 7. The name is 5. We have 7, right? Because tangibility, we have 3 matter, right? See that, right? For Podabha, tangibility, we have 3 rupa, right? 3 rupa. Just the earth element, right? Just the fire elements, air elements. So that's why for the sense object, we have 7 kind of matters, and 7 and 5 together 12, right? This 12 kind of the material properties is what we call here gross, right? Gross or proximate and impinging material qualities. So the remaining 16 are subtle or distant, not impinging. And why we call gross here? We should know why we call gross. Because they are important both subjectively and objectively. Right? We call gross. Very easy to understand, very easy to see. Right? Very easy to perceive. We call gross here. And proximate, what we call proximate? Proximate is with near, right? Near, proximate, near. In Bali they call sandika, right? Because they are regarded as near because of their receptivity. Very easy to see. Object very easy to perceive, we call proximate. Impinging here, because the both, this grossness and nearness sensitive organs strike each other, Right, it's your eye sensitivity and visible object. Right, your ear sensitivity and sound, something like that. It's the mutually strike each other. That's what we call impinging material qualities. And the rest are how many ones? 16, right? But subtle. Very hard to understand, right? Distant and not impinging. And go to another one. It's the material qualities born of karma here. See? Please note that. Material qualities born of karma is mean Nibbana Rupa 18. The one we already studied, 18. 18 type of material properties is the born of karma. Right? Karma, we call Nibbana Rupa. Or Kamacha Rupa, the same. Or Upadina Rupa. Different Upadina. Please note it down. Or another name, another term. Upadina. Right, Upadina. This 18 type of material property is born of karma. It's grabs. Grabs mean clung to, right? Clung to by craving, by wrong view. Here, grabs or clung to. The others, it's not grab, it means it's not born of karma, right? It's not clung to. How many one? 18. The remaining 10. This 10 is not born of karma. It's not born of karma. What is born? Born of citta, born of udu, born of ahara. So please know it. Not grabs to, and not grab as it means not clung to, or this the 10 kind of material properties, the born of citta, born of mind, right? Born of consciousness, born of temperature, born of food or nutriment. Or another term we call kamaja rupa, the 18 kamacha rupa, born of kamacha, right? Or upadina. But here for abhidhamma, you will see that upadina. This means 18 type of material property. When you read the book Suttanta, Suttanta, you will see this. If you call upadina, it means animate. It's living being, right? Animate. It's the anupadina. It means inanimate. Yeah, no life, right? That's for the term. In Abhidhamma should be 18 type of material property are called upadina or kamacha or clung to. A clung is meant, grab is meant by craving or by wrong view. And another one is the object of form is visible. It's very important, this one. Object of form is visible, the rest are invisible. What we can see? Only one. What do we see? Visible object, right? Form, shape, it's only one. The remaining 27 is invisible, we cannot see them. Right now, you see me, right? What do you see? Form, color, shape. You can see the water element, you can see an element, you can see earth element, right? What you see? You see form, color. So when you practice meditation, you see something, you know that it's not man. I see woman, very pretty, something like that. It's not, because you think about, as usual, right? As worldly. So when we understand it, so when we, as we practice meditation, we see something. Just see it, just form. It's not man, it's not woman, it's not ugly, it's not pretty. You think about by yourself. Before you be ugly, maybe another one will be pretty, right? So you see form. So here, our Arabs know that the form is a visible. We call visible. The remaining 27, we cannot see that. Invisible. And 5 kind of sensitivity take object, the other do not. So here 5 kind of sensitivity you can take object. Just now we studied about anaramana, number 7. See that, right? Objectless, right? Do not perceive object. But here, even it says the take object, it's not directly take object. Perceive the object. It's not really. But it's the supporting our consciousness to take the object. That's why we call this take object. For this 5. For the remaining 23, this do not take object, right? Like that's you see, this is the Chaiya meditation monastery. Welcome everyone. The monastery cannot welcome everyone. The person who are living in here is to welcome people, right? This monastery cannot welcome, but we call this monastery welcome everyone, something like that. But here, this eye sensitivity take object. It's not eye take object. What is take object? Mind, consciousness. But the consciousness depends on this eye, right? That's why here eye take object. And when you take object here, we have when you take object here, for the eye and ears, these 2 sensitivity cognize distant object without any direct approach. That's now you see me. My body is the object. My object cannot directly touch to your eye, but you can see it, right? When I say something, you hear that. This because it's the what you call distant object without any direct approach. You can take this object. But for the nose, for the tongue and body, should be this object reach to this object, right? For your nose, you take smell, the object. If the smell is not have wind, have the air close to your nose, you cannot feel it, right? So should be the smell should touch to your nose or sensitivity directly, reach to your sensitivity, no sensitivity, and you can smell that. And for the tongue, you have object even close to you. So we close for this distance we can see each other. But for something, for the taste, even you hold in your hand, you cannot taste it. Even very close to your mouth, you cannot taste it. Should be touched to, reach to, onto your tongue, right? And then you will know the taste. So, difficult should be reaching, right? This nose, tongue, body as reaching object must directly touch, and then you can take this object. And for the body also the same. Sensitivity should be reach onto your body, and then you will feel it hard or soft, something like that. So this 5 kind of sensitivity, eye and ear sensitivity, can take this object without reaching, right? But nose, tongue, body should be reaching, touching with the sensitivity, and then you can experience, you can cognize this object. So here, because take object, in Pali they call Gojara Grahika. This another, how many one? 23, right? They call Anagojara Grahika, cannot take object. And the color, odor, taste, and the four essential are inseparable. See? Inseparable. We cannot separate them. This 8 elements. Even the particle of matter. Even tongue, we cannot separate it. At least should be 8 kind of matters. Yes, together, inseparable. We should know that especially, How many is there? Oh, it's not kalapa. Not. Kalapa, they have some kalapa, they have 8, some have 10, some have 9, 10, or 12, 13. We study later. It's not kalapa. It's the 8. We can call it one kind of kalapa, right? One kind of kalapa. We have 21 kind of kalapa. This one kind of kalapa. In Pali, they call avinibbhoga. Or very hard to remember avinibbhoga or suttataka or chataka. We will study later. Here just please note that this color, order, taste, shape, and the 4 essential. This 8 type of material property that's inseparable. Right? Even the particle of matter, this 8 kind of material exists. So, for the classification of matter, 28 type of the materials property, we classify as here personal or external, right? Or eternal, external, and basis, and without basis, and so on. So for today, we already study enumeration of matter 28 and classification of matter as we classify right now. Next week we will discuss about this the condition of this material property, because this property is caused by conditioned by action, mind, temperature, nutriment, right? What kind of material property is caused by this karma, citta, udu, ahara, something like that, one by one. This we already study about 121 type of consciousness. What consciousness, what kind of strupa produce, something like that, study later. For today, I think it's the time's up to stop. Okay, thank you for it. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, you're welcome. Any question?
Okay, so the last thing we talked about, the color, odor, taste, and the 4 essentials, that's different than what we talked about over here that included vitality, right?
Oh, yes.
It's different.
Different.
Okay, and what are the 5 aggregates of attachment?
5 aggregate? 5 aggregates now start from rupa khanda, right? Rupa, this is the form, or we can say corporealities, or vedana feeling, sanya perception, sankhara mental formation, and we can call the volition activities, right? Vijnana consciousness. This 5 aggregate. The object list, the Ramana? Anaramana.
Where it starts with Ramana, does that just mean object?
I know. Anaramana. Ana-aramana. Ana means no. Not, right? Aramana cannot take object.
So Tadaramana means, what does Tada mean?
Oh no, the dharamana is tan aramana. Tan is that object. That's the different. The dharamana different. The dharamana is tan aramana. This the dharamana registering consciousness take that the javana. What's javana? Take object. Tan is not that object. Take that object. Same. You got the dharamana.
So aramana
object. Yes. Aramana is the object. The dharamana is the registering consciousness. That aramana. Take that aramana. What's the javana? Take it. Anaramana, anasana, not. You cannot take the object. Naramana.
And then I had a question over here. How you said that the Buddha said that you could take any rupa.
Oh yeah, this means, yeah. Because the heart is some commentaries say, the heart is the seat of consciousness. Our consciousness is based on our heart. But the Buddha doesn't mention about that. Just a mention about yang rupang nisaya, the one we prana chanting, right? Yang rupang nisaya, manodadu, manomyanadu. This the mind element, mind or consciousness element arises. It depends on any rupa. Any rupa is maybe on heart, maybe on brain.
So which is right? Which is
And that's either one. Yes, yeah, either way. Possible, possible in heart or when we have heart operation. you know where our person are gone. May depend on some part of our matter, maybe on the brain. Okay. Yes. I'll tell you later. Yeah. Maybe, yes, June. Yeah, June. Sure, June. Yeah. Because on July is on my retreat, We will close for 3 months, maybe 4 months.
at the beginning could get all of it. If we did Thailand for 10 days after Japan, and then went to Burma, then people could go for 20 days and still get all 3 different places.
We should go to Burma first, Japan first, and Burma. Thai should be the last trip.
It's just better that way?
Yeah, it's better that way.
All right. Some more money for the trip.
Okay.
So you said it might be 3,500.
Yes.
Do you want all that 3,500, or do you just want the 2,000?
No, just 2,500. That's enough. Yeah. Keep in your pocket.
Keep the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. There's, for her.
Yeah.
My friend.
Oh.
There's the rest for her and the rest for me.
Okay. You already got make sure, right? Okay.
Might even be more.
You trust me, right?
I know where you live.
Really, I don't want to handle. Okay, you will take 8 precepts right now, right? You will observe 8 precepts right now, right? Okay. When we become Sanan, we have to take 8 precepts. You know that, right? So you should take off this the goal.